Once a wise man said, true shiny gems are hidden behind other shiny gems that shine just because they're popular. With that controversial sentence out of the way, let's see 10 fire anime that are underrated. Let's go! Number 10, ID Invaded.
人の名前が思い出せないがまあどうでもいい。大事なのは俺が名探偵であること。そして俺はこの子、カエルちゃんの死の謎を解かねばならないということだ。
You know what keeps me going? Mystery and suspense. ID Invaded hooks you right from the get-go with a mind-bending setup. Detectives dive into a suspect's psyche through the Mizohome system, exploring ID wells filled with warped, surreal thoughts. Former cop Akihito, a murder convict, teams up with the police to solve crimes from inside these twisted mindscapes. Things get darker when the actual truth starts to surface.
おい、そこにいる犯人、カエルちゃんから離れるんだ。
This feels like a Christopher Nolan movie turned into an anime, which is one of the reasons why I picked this show. It's insanely good at keeping you guessing with its complex storytelling and layered symbolism, and its bold and grotesque imagery hits hard just when you least expect it. The direction is top tier, and if you love shows that mess with your mind and push boundaries, ID Invaded is totally worth the trip, even if you're gonna have to sit with some seriously freaky stuff. Number 9, The Eccentric Family.
私はいわゆるタヌキであるが、ただ一回のタヌキであることを潔しとせず、天狗に遠く憧れて人間を真似るのも大好きだ。
Eccentric Family is set in Kyoto, where Tanuki and Tengu live alongside humans, mostly unnoticed. Yasaburo Shimogamo, a carefree Tanuki and proud shapeshifter, spends his days roaming the city, taking care of an old Tengu, and dealing with a mysterious woman named Benton. And no, she doesn't transform into 10 aliens with the help of a watch. But beneath the city's peaceful surface, there are some dark secrets, especially about the mysterious death of Yasaburo's father at human hands.
なぜ今日はそんなに可愛らしい格好をしているの？
先生の日常に潤いを与えようと思いまして。なかなか可愛くできているでしょ？
This is what cultured folks call a visual feast. Vibrant fall hues and gorgeous cityscapes really make Kyoto pop, and the animation feels vibrant and dynamic. The characters, especially Yasaburo and his quirky family, have depth and charm, and the supporting cast is equally lively and well written. The storytelling knows how to balance the humor with emotional stakes, so this isn't something you should be sleeping on. Number 8, Talentless Nana.
こんな可愛い子が隣だなんて、かっこ悪いところ見られたくないな。
中島さん。中島さんはいじめられてるんですか？
What a plot twist in the full episode itself. In Talentless Nana, the world's suddenly plagued by monstrous creatures called the enemies of humanity, and only teenagers with superpowers like fire controlling and time bending can fight back. Now, Nakajima is different because he has no talent at all. Despite being bullied for it, he keeps pushing through his training on a secluded island academy. Things heat up when two new students, a mysterious girl who reads mind and a secretive guy, arrive, but their arrival also kicks off a string of disappearances that threaten everyone's safety.
中島さんは無能なんかじゃないですよね。もし本当に無能力者なら、この島に徴募されているはずがありません。
This anime is a total mind game. It's kind of like Among Us in anime form, where everyone's hiding secrets and killing someone secretly before hiding an event. Nana isn't a straightforward hero or villain. She's morally gray, which makes the story stand out from your average good guy versus bad guy plot. There are also this battle of wits, and the character strategies are clear and smart, kind of like Death Note, which means you're gonna stay at the edge of your seat the entire time. Number 7, Ya Boy Kongming.
先ほどの美しい歌声、感服いたしました。
ありがとうございます。
地獄に歌姫とはこれいかに。
地獄？
さあさあ、私をさらなる地獄へ誘っていただきたい。
You can tell from the name itself, it's gonna be given some fun vibes. Your boy Kongming is an isekai that flips the script and drops you to a gritty competitive world of Tokyo's music scene. With Zuge Kongming, a legendary strategist from the Three Kingdoms era, reincarnated and ready to conquer, instead of epic battles, he's now plotting ways to make Aiko Shine, with his war tactics applying perfectly to a rise in the industry.
してこのブロックチェーンとはいかなることでしょう。
質問ばっかりよ、時間も。あんた本当に何なの？
ですから諸葛孔明ウィキにも載っております。
This show totally nails the whole Oshinoko vibe, especially the music. The opening is an absolute banger, and the production really poured resources into the songs and animation, making every performance feel intense. The characters feel real, the growth is genuine, and the music battles are super exciting. I know that doesn't sound exciting on paper, but go watch the first 2 episodes before you start complaining, will you? Number 6, Moriarty the Patriot.
これはかの名探偵シャーロック・ホームズをすら翻弄した犯罪教モリアーティ教授の物語。
Sherlock Holmes fans, raise your hands because we got the guy who tried to throw him off a waterfall. This anime dives into late 19th century Britain, focusing on William Moriarty, a noble who secretly helped the oppressed while secretly plotting to tear down the corrupt aristocratic system. If you know Moriarty, then you know this show is going to have some mystery solving with a dash of political revenge. And yes, we get to meet Sherlock Holmes too.
お持ちになっている馬はシャノン厩舎に預けておられる。そして少しばかりコンサーティーナの音色に興味がある。
What really stands out are the characters, especially Moriarty himself. Charming, sharp, and always a step ahead. I never thought someone could make an entire anime of Moriarty and make it look good. But my Japanese bros always surprise me. These confrontations with Sherlock Holmes ignite some great cat and mouse moments, and their wit battles are totally captivating. In the end, as a Sherlock Holmes fan, all I needed was the classic mystery, thriller, suspense vibe of the original stories, and this grabbed me by the collar and slapped my face with it. Number 5, Promare. Promare is a wild 2-hour adrenaline rush that throws you into a world where flame-wielding mutants known as Burnish threaten humanity, and a team of fiery firefighters called Burning Rescue fights to save the day. Galo Thymos, a lively rookie, idolizes leader Cray Forsyth and jumps headfirst into battles against the destructive Burnish, especially when he encounters the rebellious terrorist group Mad Burnish and its leader Leo Fotia. It's packed with chaos, explosions, and plenty of jaw-dropping action, all driven by Trigger's signature over-the-top style.
燃やさなければ生きていけない。それがバーニッシュだ。燃えていいのは魂だけだ。旗迷惑な炎は消してやるよ。燃えて消すのが俺の流儀だ。
If you feel like this is familiar, that's because this is produced by the same studio, written by the same guy, and directed by the same guy who did Gurren Lagann. In terms of animation, it's a huge improvement. The animation combines slick traditional techniques with jaw-dropping CGI, making every fight feel brutal, clear, and freaking epic. The soundtrack hits hard too, syncing perfectly to boost every explosion and transformation. If you need the Gurren Lagann vibes back again, give this a go. Number 4, Sunny Boy.
わかりやすく示さなきゃ何にも理解できないんだから。
君たちはもう元の世界には帰れない。
Sunny Boy follows 36 students trapped in a strange void-like dimension where some of them unlock supernatural powers. As they struggle to survive and understand the strange rules of this pocket world, tensions rise between students and the student council, especially with those who gain abilities and rebel against authority. When the school shifts dimensions, the kids face fresh challenges, trying to unravel the mystery and find their way back home.
長らく待ってよ。まだ話の途中。ねえ、逃げんの
？This is like those Kingdom rebellions, but on a small scale. And that's a compliment, because this means a super focused narrative, relatable characters, increasing suspense, and some messages that hit hard. And everything is freaking good. The animation style's fluid, hands-on, and just gorgeous. And the storytelling is dense and rewarding, with subtle character moments that punches you in the gut. It's got quirky characters, standout design, and a soundtrack that's just chef's kiss. Besides, if that premise alone didn't get you wanting to watch this anime, I don't know what will. Number 3, Windbreaker.
これが俺なんだよ。何してくれてんだよ。喧嘩さえ強ければ、一番強ければてっぺんなんだろ。
We're finally going to get some fast-paced action. Windbreaker follows Haruka Sakura, an outcast turned fighter who enrolls in Furin High School. After a street fight, he meets his future classmates, an unlikely bunch called Bofurin, who aren't about gangs or domination, but just protecting their town. Soon, Sakura needs to transform from a lone wolf to a guy who fights with his bros and protects their town. Now imagine Tokyo Revengers, but way more fun and a lot less heavy. The fights are super punchy and look amazing thanks to Cloverworks' slick animation. And it's also got some Sakuga moments, like those little alley chase scenes. What really works is how the show takes its time building Sakura's relationships. You actually start caring about him and the crew. Plus, the vibe is all about me and the boys defending the city. Number 2, Kono Oto Tomare, Sounds of Life.
手伝うこと何かあるんですか？
冗談じゃねえよ。これは俺一人でやんだよ。てめえらが出てくんな。
If you need to wind down after all that action and suspense, then this is the perfect anime. Sounds of Life follow Chika Kudo, a troubled teen trying to connect with his late grandpa's love for the traditional koto. His grandfather's old dream was to keep the Tokisei High School Club of Kyoto alive. But with only one member left, the club's chances are pretty bad. When Chika joins, he starts to form some new bonds and gathers some new members to keep his grandpa's dream alive.
じゃあまずは簡単に桜桜、はい弾いてみて。
はやてめえ適当にやんなよ。
適当？口で説明するより実際弾いた方が早いから言ってんのよ。
This series really surprised me. It's a hidden gem that shines brighter than a lot of hidden gems. The characters are genuinely well developed, especially how each member grows through their love for the koto. And those small romance moments are wholesome and adorable. As a romance anime fan, you know I've recommended this in a lot of my videos, and that's all for a good reason. If you ignore this, you're missing some cozy high school slice of life romance. Number 1, Great Pretender.
おろせたったじゃおかねえぞなんだっておめえら一体何者だコンフィデンスマンさ
Great Pretender is a wild ride that's all about swindlers pulling off big cons across the globe, starting with Makoto Edamura, a scrappy Japanese con artist who ends up in LA chasing his dream of being Japan's best scammer. I know that's not as noble as searching for the One Piece, but come on, think of it like a little toned-down version of Breaking Bad. Besides, things get instantly chaotic when he crosses paths with Laurent Theory, a slick con man who drags him deeper into the world of high-stakes fraud.
ほら怒らせっとおっかねえどかわいいね笑えてねえっつーだそれ以上俺のことさバカにすっと言ってめえや
Great Pretender is a masterpiece. Each episode feels like a self-contained heist story, but the bigger picture of these complex characters' lives slowly unfold as you keep watching more of it. Besides, the animation is a visual knockout with eye-popping colors and slick animation that scream top-tier production. The characters are also very unique and have their own personalities. Lauren's charm, Makoto's desperation, and Cynthia's badassery. I think this is an anime version of Uncharted games would look like, but with some extra anime spice added. So this is a must-watch.